This is Corey transmission. We found help us.
I was told there would be rapid hand pointing, so hello and welcome everyone back to Neon Lights Roleplay. I am Magnus Syria, and tonight I get the distinct pleasure of being the game mother for the night's episode of Last Transmission. With me on screen here is a cast of lovely people who are all far too eager to die, which is great because we'll be using the Death in Space system from Freely Publishing as our system of choice for the campaign. I can't make it through any intros without laughing. But before we meet them and their characters, there's a few things I want to get out of the way. Last Transmission is a sci-fi horror game, emphasis on horror. So general content warnings will include gore, violence, death, body horror, and psychological horror. While I can safely say that everyone at this table has a number of ways to let me know if things are getting a little too gritty, there's only so much we can do for you as a viewer. If at any point a scene that's being played out becomes a bit too overwhelming, we highly encourage that you put us on mute, step away for a few minutes until the scene is past, and if you still feel up to it, sit back down with us to see if this motley crew makes it out alive. Speaking of our motley crew, let's meet everyone. In overlay order, we'll throw it over to Shot Point. If you all would do us the honor of introducing yourselves, your characters, and answer me this. How do you handle being alone?
Alright, so, yes, I'm Shock Point Farrier. Hi, welcome. Hello. Acres, I will remember this. I will deal with you later. Moving right along. So, yes, tonight I will be reprising my role as Tao Chardin, the oh-so-lovable and snarkish AI voluntarily wrapped himself in this flimsy meat suit and is regretting his decision every day of his life. Now that being said, now personally, I handle being alone fairly alright, I guess. Tao, on the other hand, surprisingly enough, not that well, actually. He's really used to a lot of voices, a lot of noise going around him. So being alone is a very unfamiliar and uncomfortable feeling.
And we'll continue going clockwise.
Is that me? I don't know.
No, you're
Someone could let me know or something. Anyway, hey, what's up, folks? It's Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy, Ultimate Favorite Fox, Philly's finest. Today, I'm reprising my role as Tamoe Lapata, elder of the Lapata duo here. So that's surprising from our usual thing. Former peacekeeper turned ship chief mate and general. Tried to keep people aliver is my job description. I personally don't have to deal with being alone too often because I happen to have a Discord full of 100 plus awesome people around I can talk to whenever I want to. So I avoid that pretty easily. Tomoe also avoids being alone by always having the ghosts of people he misses around him. So, if you think about it, none of us are ever alone if you're sad enough.
Wow. Okay, that's me then. Hey everybody, I am Turk or Turkish Answers on Twitch, Twitter, and your various Twitter escape rafts. And I'm, of course, playing Gavin Lopata, or Gav, whichever you prefer, as long as you don't call him late for dinner. He's the younger of the Lopata clan here on the ship. Now I'm thinking Naruto again. No, he is your sawbones, first responder, not quite like your doc, but the person who they send out with the rest of the crew so you can be dragged back to the ship in a somewhat more manageable form. Because, full medical care is expensive. Yeah. He knows how to keep the important bits together for easy sorting and filing, and also quite a green thumb when he's got the chance. How has he handled being alone? So going from, the family planet to basically jumping on the ship as soon as he could, he really hasn't had a chance to be alone mostly, but if he ever is alone, he doesn't really like the feeling, and I'd say he probably would make a lot of noise until someone came run to figure out what the deal was, or just start wandering around, find somebody to stick his nose in their business. He's a younger sibling. Well, that's me.
So, one way or another, everyone seems to try to find a way to get back into someone else's company. I have it on good authority that Faye also does not much care for being alone. And much like Teo, doesn't handle it very well. But the good news is that, well, right now you guys aren't alone. You're currently in a shuttle, making almost a crawl across the icy rock towards the Hades mining colony. It might be a crawl, but it's faster and overall safer than taking a spacewalk. It still takes a little bit. So if there's anything you guys want to talk about or get out of the way before we reach the colony.
I guess we could do a quick recap of what we actually know.
Not a whole lot, turns out, actually. But yeah, sure. I mean, so we received a distress beacon from this place. We definitely transmitted an intercept message asking for some help from a Kore, I want to believe was the name.
Mm-hmm. It's Greek.
Yeah, you think I took notes or something? However, we also know that at last scan, there is no sign of life anywhere on this station, which is fun. There's also no atmosphere, or at least not much of one, given that we didn't really burn through a whole lot on our incredibly graceful landing. By the way, just the most pristine and serene and controlled, most importantly controlled. Let's remember controlled landing you've ever seen this side of the galaxy, actually. And yeah, that was last time. Anybody got any objections? Anything I said wrong? No? Cool, moving on.
I got some bruised ribs and a promise that says otherwise about that controlled part.
Okay, that sounds like a you problem, and I need you to stop thinking so negatively.
Also, aren't you just like renting those ribs?
No, full ownership.
Oh, okay.
Screw that rental scheme. That is way too expensive. I don't know what you meatbags were thinking back in the 21st century with that whole own nothing, be happy scheme.
Wild. But yeah, it was a former registered planet, Hades, with a gem mining colony that had long gone silent, and then crash landed, and yeah, we got a hull breach, and now we're on a rock and ice atmo with a 2 and a 3 hour walk, which I am taking in the sights.
I thought we were in a shuttle.
You are in a shuttle.
Did we blow a hole in the ship to fly the shuttle out? Wasn't it like the
You
last thing
did
we
blow a hole. You did blow a hole in your own ship to be able to get the shuttle out. That was a
It's
them
hardly the
decision.
first time we've put a hole in the ship.
The team that has been left behind is now repairing said hole and trying to figure out a way to make the actual hangar doors open so we don't have to blow up another hole.
Gotcha. Okay. Never mind then. My notes ring complete. But yeah, we're on a shuttle ride and on our little rocket ship flying through the sky.
Who is piloting? I believe Tomoe was piloting. You at least got it out of the hole.
Yeah.
You hand it over to the captain?
Gonna hold that joke in. Yeah, I'll be flying the shuttle, no problem.
It's funny because usually he puts it in the hole.
No, I hate you. You fuck. I was avoiding it.
I'm here to
Look,
push
at least
buttons.
his pull-out was smooth.
My soul has left my body. I will be taking my leave here.
Every time I make a joke, I get a new. Every time I make a joke that makes you all groan, I get another button on my my jumpsuit here. Behold, the new one.
So, Tomoe is piloting the shuttle. Faye has taken up the co-pilot seat beside you and is taking another listen over the radio to see if, now that you guys are actually on the planet, maybe you can get something more out of that distress transmission that you got.
Oh wait, right. Didn't we argue about night last episode?
Corey transmission.
Shit.
We found
Right, that's
help us.
I wonder why that voice sounds so familiar.
I bet that sounds like a really awesome person who should be
Like a
hired
really
for
cool
everything.
person. People should follow on Twitter, maybe.
Yeah, so that was strange. And there's been no clearance of that signal now that we're landed.
Nope, it's still just as choppy and full of static as when you initially got it.
Atmo must be messing with it. Bet you
Could
we
be
get...
old code also. Old signal.
Could be, but how the hell do we catch it that far out then? I mean, a facility like this should be able to communicate decent distance, sure, but that still feels like a long way for an old code to be transmitting. They thought these corpos would at least tighten their belts a little bit.
Well, this far out, no one's keeping track of anything out here. Whatever works out of spite as opposed to maintenance.
I hate when I think you're right and you're talking all ominously.
That's what I do. Older brother.
Talk ominously and be right about things. Ah, it's the worst combination.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
In any case, and I think it's like noticeable that like now that Tom got us on like a good like angle towards the thing is like he's one not facing away from like the like watching the horizon line, and I think also he's decidedly probably not talking to Faye. Given we kind of argued a bit about night last episode, a little that happened, right? So yeah, probably just decidedly like that weird thing where you're driving and you're talking to the person in the backseat and ignoring the person in the passenger seat. Or is that just my parents when they fight?
No.
Okay,
No.
cool.
It is ignoring you, yes.
Cool, got it.
Still a little bitter about that argument.
Yeah, well, mutual.
What did we even argue about?
Whether or
not
not
important.
Knight should join them.
You know what? Yeah, maybe that.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Honestly, I'm just trying to get a view of things and checking on my making sure I'm all geared up and I have all my equipment stored away. You know, all the needles are kept in their clean environments.
Mm-hmm.
So, what we figure we gonna find there? Machine
If we're
uprising.
lucky. Nothing alive.
Oh, come on now. I believe I explained this enough times. There's no point to a machine uprising.
Why not? I think it could be fun having an uprising every once in a while.
It's a waste of resources when we could just let you all die. It's pointless.
Well, maybe these ones have a different opinion on that sort of thing.
I mean, then again, you seen everything around recently? Not a lot left to rule.
There's also that.
Time to get. Sounds to me like it's the perfect time to kick in some master plan.
I think as we're kind of like flying around, like looking at all the spires of like
Master-
industrial ruin and stuff, Tom Boyd just kind of like indicates his head a little bit and just says, "Well, Teo, I don't know if everybody owning nothing is such a great idea, but I'll tell you one thing. You look out and see all this waste. This is what happens when some people think they have to own everything."
Nature's overrated.
He's a poet. Oh, well, nature's overrated.
Nature's overrated.
What do you mean nature's overrated? It's hardly rated at all.
Lots of philosopher now.
Look, all I'm saying is if we went the all-natural route, I wouldn't exist.
And we'd all be worse for it. But come on.
Exactly.
Now,
Salient point.
but now, you telling me you never seen a real nice tree and slept under it and just thought to yourself, yep, that's nice.
When's the last time you saw a tree?
Oh, you're asking a lot of questions.
I'm fairly sure the last tree was cut down like 6 months before I got a flesh body.
Still, it'd be pretty nice to see one, wouldn't it?
That's a hilarious idea, by the way. It's like the last tree. Just, well, that's it. There's no more trees. We got them all.
There's like a protest in a museum thing. It's like, you're destroying the environment.
It's even funnier
Christian, we
because
destroyed it. It's gone. There's no more.
Yeah.
it's even funnier because you guys know that Ron does have a small collection of little bonsai trees in his garden.
Bonsais aren't real trees.
I don't tell anyone about that. That's a secret. I also do have my pocket. What's it called? Green like
Your little
pocket,
greenhouse?
Yeah, my pocket greenhouse. So I got some seed storage in there.
I got one of those too in my book bag over here. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be much more serious from now on. That was the last joke. I swear to God.
That sounds absolutely fake. I'm gonna call you right now on it.
Who's gonna call me out like that, Meg? That's not fair.
Because I know you as a person and I'm the
Okay,
GM.
no,
I'm
no,
allowed
for real.
to.
I got you. No, for real.
I'm very serious.
Okay.
We head on closer to the facility.
As you approach the mining colony, those industrial spires getting ever larger in the distance as you cross the horizon. From as far as you can see, it's silent. It's dead. In the distance, you can see vaguely the machinery that functions to facilitate that atmosphere inside the colony moving just enough to indicate that there's at least air running. But as you guys approach the landing pad in the hangar bay, this is your stop.
All right, you all know what you're doing. 2 people, guns up on the landing down. Everyone else, file out quickly. Keep your eyes up, and well, don't lose your heads.
When were we able to afford guns?
We have the basics, and besides, an unloaded gun is still a gun. It looks threatening.
You got
Yeah, all up until the point you have to. We're not going to get into this.
If we're lucky, we won't get there.
Yeah, that was the same logic the 1700s pirates used. Let's look at how well that turned out for them.
Fabulously wealthy, lots of good times, and they didn't have to get old.
Yeah, that was for the ones with the guns and ammo.
All right, well, how about this? Here's a great idea for both the pessimist and the optimist over there. You take the gun, We get outside, we go in there, and if we're lucky, maybe there's ammo in there.
You can see that is a good point. That's why he's the smart one.
Off the ship.
We're walking. All I'm saying, there's nothing alive out here. What are we going to shoot?
I hate that smile. It's a great smile. I love the smile. But my gosh.
At this point, I just try to consistently keep a smile throughout these sessions because it always unnerves them.
Well, joke's on you. Your smile's always beautiful, so it's always distracting, so it doesn't matter.
Lighting up this gritty sci-fi horror. Anyway, you guys suit up, and after arguing the necessity of whether or not to carry any weapons, you walk out onto a barren landing pad, the place where you were supposed to be, not several miles out where your ship is now so close to teetering on the edge of that open mine.
Please think about
And in front of you is that first set of doors, rusty, decrepit. That's how you gotta get inside.
All right, there should be a control panel somewhere nearby. Hopefully, whatever machinery functions here includes the door controls.
That's a big hope. If not, put a hole in it like everything else.
How much explosives do we have left?
Enough.
I don't like that answer.
I do.
I'm gonna get out and head towards that door.
More importantly, if the doors work, then maybe the atmosphere works. I won't hold out that much hope.
We did
but,
see
you know.
the air was running.
Oh, hey, well.
All right.
Look whose
So,
Luck's already looking up.
so yeah, I'm joining.
Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin. I
Yeah,
was
who
trying to
was
think.
the away
How did
team?
I was trying to remember which one was older and which one was younger.
I'm
Was
young.
Gav?
Gav's younger.
Yeah. All right. I'm joining Lapata the younger in the hunt for the door controls.
And I guess I'll round up the rest of the away team while those two are away. While they're away, I'll get the rest of the not as away team, and we'll head towards the door and keep tabs on what else is going on around there. As a reminder, who else is in the away team here? Who stayed behind? Who came with us?
I believe it is just the core groups at once.
Damn it, we left Sunny.
Yes, Sunny stayed on the ship.
Okay, that's Sunny's the key.
She has to do repairs.
Gotta keep Sunny alive. That's fine. Sunny would also
Yes.
have been great for this, but you know.
All right.
I'm good at tech.
Hey, we should also bring more people next time. I feel like 4 was maybe overestimating how easy this would just go in.
We
Out
start
of character
looking for the door.
Yeah.
Start looking for the door.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got?
And rusted from maybe countless years of salt and ice and rock. These doors look very old, and there's a control panel off to the side. Very dated electronic, but there's also a manual override to go with it.
Ooh, retro. Love to look at this, huh?
Retro's functional, especially in these days.
All right, well, let me take a crack at this. See if I can't indicate something starting.
Oh no, go right ahead.
I will. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do my thing.
Are you doing the tech or the manual?
Tech, please.
The tech
Yes, the tech.
is overall Unresponsive. Seems like something shorted. The panel itself won't light up. There's no indications, no response.
Any luck over there?
I give it a smack. See if it kicks on.
Taking that as a no.
It's being a little uncooperative in that it has no power
Right.
or functionality.
Right.
A flicker and nothing.
Give it another hard smack. The flicker again.
No.
All right. Well,
All right.
try the manual then.
Fine.
Teo, please assist so he doesn't break anything more.
Break anything.
You heard me.
Give one
Okay.
final thing to the systems. I wouldn't break anything too important.
See, this is why AI always have murderous intent towards engineers. Because you keep smacking our equipment.
It just keeps breaking, so.
If you stopped smacking it, it wouldn't break as often.
Yeah.
Like this. It's pretty broken.
Let's just get the manual open, all right?
What we gotta do for manual?
So, the manual is overall on the actual bay doors. It's almost like a very large lever that you have to do on either side. So,
What
you
is
both to give me body rolls.
What is this Dead Space 3 co-op nonsense?
Don't you?
Don't you know the source material for this game? Like,
Did you get what fucking campaign you're playing, fam? Like,
And I am immediately punished. Yeah, fair enough.
yeah. Imagine me representing Digimon with the will and be like, what is this Digimon campaign bullshit? I'm sorry, what the fuck, like?
No.
So
I
we got-
specified exactly what I meant.
So we got
a 4 and a nat 1,
negative
Oh,
1.
you guys both suck.
totaling in a -1.
Oh lord.
I need both of you to add a void point to your sheets.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
The rusted
Be fine. That's-
the rusted overrides fail to yield. And whether it's from the outer elements causing everything to corrode, or maybe something hitched on the other side, you can't quite tell. All you know is that unless you got something else, you're not getting in through the override, and you're not getting in through the electronics.
Loving this. Loving how this is working for us.
We'll be fine. Didn't you say we had some explosives?
Yeah, we got him.
Yeah, we only need a small amount to knock off the rest and we'll be fine.
All right. Let's try something else. So, this door, is it a lift? Is it a part? Is it a what's
This door is designed to spread open like an elevator door.
okay. How big is the scale of this door? It's like a cargo door, a ship door, a person door.
Is a large cargo door, large
All
enough
right.
that technically speaking, your shuttle could fit through that doorway
All right.
and
so
settle inside.
I'm not prying that open. All right. We got two options then. Try to blow this or look for a person-sized entrance.
I mean, I can try and walk around a little, see if I find anything.
Let's go as a group. Play it safe.
Alright, little walk, and then we blow things up.
Agreed.
Favorite kind of afternoon activity.
All right. Game mommy, what do I roll to find where the door is?
deja vu from this one moment, but so you're going on a walk around outside, trying to find an alternative means of entrance. Everyone who's taking a look, go ahead and make me some savvy rolls.
Oh, I'm so good at that stat. I've got a -3 in it. But I rolled a 19. That's a 16.
I'm switching to regular
Alright.
dice.
You don't trust Roll20?
I've never used Roll20 dice ever. That's your first mistake, you fools.
You got a nat 1. I'm surprised you trust Roll20.
Roll20 giveth and Roll20 taketh away.
That's why I don't rely on it. I trust my own dice. So when these dice fuck up, I can berate them.
I'll give it just one more.
Just
Just
dice jail.
In any case, I've got a 16.
okay.
For that 4 and a 9, each of you add a void point. Remember, you
Okay,
can have
correction.
up to
Y'all are gonna
4. You can have up to 4 void points. You can utilize a void point to invoke either a cosmic mutation or an advantage.
Alright.
For that, 19. You're not really finding anything that's actual personnel doors, but you can spy those ventilation shafts. Usually used when they have to pressurize the lock.
Okay, run it by me again, one more time.
There's no actual like doorways, personnel doors,
Right.
but there are rather large venting shafts.
Airlock.
Almost like an airlock. They're venting shafts so that they can pressurize the hangar once the doors have shut.
So theoretically, we could get in through those since the doors are shut. We just need to flip them to be letting air in as opposed to keeping it out. Easiest way to do that would be to shut down the artificial environment, probably. Right?
From the inside.
Otherwise, we just would have to claw through the vent and blow a hole in it.
We'll see. Maybe just
Alright.
goes right on through.
It's just like, yeah. Tom Boy's gonna like walk up to under where the nearest vent is, look back at Gavin, and just like, lean down, cup his hands. Going up.
Oh yeah. I'll take a boost and
I gotta roll anything to boot them up there, or I just boot them up there with my big burly boy strength.
You can boost them up.
All right, I am big burly and boy, so yeah, just gonna hop Gavin up towards the vent and just you two bolts, let's move.
All right, screw it. I'll go next.
And then I guess because she's still here, even though he's been avoiding talking to her the entire time, he will then slowly look back at Faye and just, Captain.
Tomorrow.
I'm just gonna incline his head upward.
Thanks. And she accepts the boost up. And will also turn around to extend a hand to help pull you up as well.
Takes the hand. There's a noticeable cut of eye contact, or I guess separation of eye contact, and then I'm assuming with some effort, given that I'm pretty sure we are the biggest height disparity.
This is a little bit of effort, yes.
But sure, I'll make my way on up and lumber my way into the vent and just, all right, we follow this far enough, we should lead to separated between the hangar door and the main area. Blow that and we're inside. What it does to the environment, well, we'll figure that when we're inside. And yeah, I guess that's the plan then.
Mm-hmm. I'll
Move on down the vent.
Just slowly crawling through some vents. Fun times.
Yeah, you know.
It's a great way to do things, you know?
Yep.
As long as there isn't anything else in here with us.
Let's hope. Anything we want to talk about while we're crawling? Or are we just gonna vent crawl as a collective in peace?
You know, I'm really glad all our meals are, nutritional efficient. Otherwise, anyone cutting the air out here might kill us all.
So,
We are in individually pressurized suits. Even if they weren't nutritionally balanced, we would be fine.
Oh,
Unless, of course, it was you.
exactly. You ain't ever caught one of mine. Woo-wee! Melted down to the bone. I think. I don't know. I'm making conversation because you and Captain just keep staring daggers at each other. And I can feel it all the way up here.
Calling it out helps so much. You're incredibly helpful, little brother. Just the most useful and the most socially tactful as well, actually. I've never seen a more capable human being.
you all just shut up and crawl, please.
That's an order. Aye, aye.
I am so very glad I was the oldest in my factory line. I didn't have to put up with any of this. I could just mute them. Why did I use that ability?
I don't know. I don't understand any of your thought process because you, one, decided to turn into a human, and two, decided to work on the ship you were actively trying to sabotage.
Sabotage, shoot down. I was just trying to neutralize it at the time, and quite frankly, I thought it was hilarious that it survived so long.
I think he likes us.
Held together by welding torches and fungus. And you guys hit a point in the ductwork where it is sealed off. You get the feeling that if you had continued further, you could probably make it into the next hub with a proper atmosphere, but it is completely sealed. There is some ductwork that would allow you to enter the hangar bay, though. It would be significantly easier to break through, given the exposure to the elements have made it a bit rusted.
Well,
Yep.
That sounds great.
That's our way in then. I guess. So when we reached like the divider between the hangar bay and the outer area, how rusted is it looking? Like, could I shoulder check it open hard enough, you think?
Shoulder check it. A few hefty kickdowns could probably do it.
I'll do one of those two things.
Make me a body.
Body yada yada. Sorry. Nope, that's the last time. I promise. Oh, I'm rolling great tonight. I got body +2, and I rolled a 13. I don't know why I said 13, but I was gonna say 15 because it's 13 + 2. So I said 13. Don't do drugs, kids. Anyway, 15 is the number, my love.
So with a couple of the very burly shoulder and a very heavy EVA suit, smash through that rusted ventilation, and there's a hiss as air does repressurize in this environment.
Good. I was worried about those decompression for a brief moment there. It's like this could hurt.
Be fine.
Well, you can definitely tell that you are leaking air out to the outside where you entered the vents.
Yeah, that's
So
what we expected, honestly. You seal this back.
There should be a redundancy somewhere. We should be able to close it off.
Agreed. Let's just get in for now.
I mean, if it was
If we close the door behind us anywhere, we can reestablish an atmosphere.
And one by one, you drop into the hangar bay. Hold on, let me remember to actually do this part.
It's a map! Oh man. What an incredibly immersive, experiential, and usefully visual aid this map is. I wonder as to the creative depths of the mind who could have put themselves to casting and creating this map.
Easy there, buddy. You don't want to break your elbow.
We'll explore the whole thing as we go, but... Sorry. Rolling through... Where the fuck are my notes? Here they are.
They're all gone. I ate them.
Everything's gone.
You don't have any more notes.
There really isn't much currently in the bay, outside of some frigid, rusty equipment. Decrepit doors. Except for the ones that are all welded shut.
Huh.
Welded shut.
Welded.
How old do these welds look?
In here, it's a bit harder to say, because there is still some minor exposure to the elements. Could be several weeks, could be a couple months, but they're not particularly recent. Behind you, there's a labeled rail system, the cargo rail. There's the air shaft that you all just completely bypassed. You can even see that the very large hangar bay door that you had tried to open beforehand, the electronics console beside it has been ripped open. All the cords have been yanked out. And over the door itself, large panes of what looks like scrap metal welded over the actual divide, meant to make it a pain, if not near impossible, to actually open these doors from in or out of the station.
Well,
Someone's been living here a lot more recently than the environment would make you think otherwise. Don't be lax.
I mean, someone put a lot of effort to keep something out.
Or something in.
Oh, now you gotta say things like that.
Regardless, stay sharp. See if we can't find an airlock.
Aye, Captain. And Tomoe will immediately. Someone remind me from last session. Did I decide to bring the service rifle, or do I just have my pistol with me? Because I know we have both, but I usually keep the rifle away. Did I bring the rifle off the shuttle?
I thought you brought your rifle.
Cool.
No.
Then I'm gonna say I got it with me, and I am gonna just have that up, get its flashlight on, and just start slowly. Oh wait, no, I lied. I redid my character. I no longer have that rifle. I just have my pistol. That's cool. It's got a flashlight on it. So I'll just keep a pistol up, flashlight on, standard military stance, and just move to clearing corners, slowly walking around, just looking around, listening for any signs of, I don't know, breathing or footsteps or eldritch horror. I don't know, whatever, you know.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to be looking around trying to find something to temporarily seal up that air vent so we aren't continuously just venting atmosphere. But at the same token, yeah, it might be a while to get cut through that front door.
There is still some spare scrap laying around.
All right, well, I got some. We're going to take some of that spare scrap and this fusion motor I have, and I'm going to seal that air vent. So, like I said, so we can actually breathe.
Okay.
Nice.
Do a tech roll for me.
I am officially switching over to physical dice. I gave Voltron 2 tries. And getting a third try.
Join the cult. Physical dice cult.
And you said tech?
Tech, yes.
Well, today is not my day because physical dice are also screwing me over. That's a 7.
Oh, maybe you just suck, dog. Sorry.
Babs, you have void points. You can.
Yeah, you should spend those.
All right. So that just gets advantage, so I roll again. So yeah, let me just burn a void point.
You also get a +1 from Acres trying to make it a net 0.
There you go. See.
Excellent. So second roll was worse.
Oh, well, yeah. You just suck, dog. Sorry. I tried.
Also,
maybe you're just bad. Skill issue.
Or I
Like-
may just need to put aside the Cthulhu dice because I think they're still kind of cursed. But yeah, so
It's gonna
Yeah.
take some time.
yeah, I'm gonna be here for a while.
You work on that. I'll keep looking.
Moving kind of in tandem alongside you, broadening the search as well. Faye has drawn her own pistol and light. Oh, good. You can move your tokens.
Oh.
Or did you delete it and put another one down?
No, I moved it.
Excellent. Roll20 has stopped hating me.
Oh, I have the draw tool on. I'm sorry.
How could you draw a line through Faye like that?
Listen, I'm angry with her right now. We're having a bit of a fight. I fixed it. No. It's a dramatic campaign. We have to.
She'll motion you forward if you want to go join Gav at the next doorway, and she's gonna stay in line of sight of all of you.
Quick nod. I'll move over here.
I'm checking out this door specifically. I'm assuming it's been welded at least somewhat.
This door leads into the airlock. From the outside, doesn't seem like anything has been done with it. But that was also the case with the hangar door.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a control nearby?
Yeah.
There's a control nearby.
Go give this one a look-see. I'll head over. I just have a flashlight out, by the by. I don't have my weapon out. I have my pistol on me, but not my first response. So I'm walking over that panel and trying to get it to activate and boot up.
This one seems to be more responsive as it does light up, but it doesn't seem to immediately be willing to cooperate with you. Just simply hitting open doesn't get you a response.
Can I make a tech roll to try and get a better understanding of how this works? Even just like
Go for it.
recognizing the actual thing. All right, using physical dice. Hey,
Look at that.
13.
Big numbers.
13 plus 2 tech is 15 total.
Big numbers.
For the audience and you guys, to as a reminder, the success line is you have to roll above a 12.
Well, I'm above 12.
Fuck 12.
Above 12, you're getting some. You're working on a bypass, actually, because now you're fiddling more with the controls, and it indicates that there's been some kind of lockdown.
Okay. So, I have cybernetic diagnostics kits. Now, that's usually for helping the more tech-bodied individuals and making sure they're able to get their legs working to get back on the ship. But if I could try and have that working with the bypass just to get this immediate door open. I don't need it to, sing Daisy at me or anything, but
Sure.
yeah, do you want me to roll another tech or?
No, I think at this point, after recognizing that you need to do a bypass and you're taking out your kit, and after taking some time, much like Tao is still taking a little bit of time to weld that venting shut, you pick away at it. And after a few minutes, the airlock gives way with a wonderful rush of air.
Oh, that is spark. Thank you very much. I'm going to start unplugging and, unclamping a lot of bits and bobs from it and, wiring and tying them all back up. All right.
Up.
Finally got something to work with this. Jeez.
I had nothing but faith in you.
Yeah, you sure?
Let's not think about it too much.
Oh, well, you're in it. Keep opening doors for you. Maybe you'll be in a nicer mood. Got a door open here. Get further into the facility.
Stack up.
All right, let me just finish this weld real quick. And how much longer?
A few more minutes, but you do manage to get it sealed, so you're not venting air anymore.
All right. Yep. Done over here too. Coming down.
Well, all right. What a big old happy family we are. Good at our jobs and everything's going right.
And you say those words have made it statistically more likely we're going to get screwed over.
Oh, it was always a statistical possibility.
Yeah, but we're nearing certainty territory now.
What is the probability then? It almost sounds like
You-
you think this is some kind of fate.
Yes. Fate would imply 100%. It's impossible to get 100%.
Karma.
99.9 continued, yes, but not 100%.
I'm a 0.01% kind of guy.
You're
That
sure,
looks
my
true at
friend.
least.
Several hundred zeros.
What the airlock?
You'll stack up inside the airlock and the door shuts behind you. And there's another hiss of air as the lock pressurizes. And you get the green light.
You take helmets off. Excellent.
All right.
Oh, don't mind me. I got a helmet here under this hat.
Yeah, we all do. So that's fair.
Strap it on.
Yep.
Tomo's gonna be a big brother for a bit and start picking a bet about Gavin's hair for a bit. And you never take care of this, I swear.
I'm gonna put a hat on. Come on.
Put your hands down. There we go. Brush it at least once a week, please.
For all my friends. Think you.
Listen,
You're
if some of
fussy
your blood
bird.
relatives, your hair's at least half kinky, you gotta take care of that shit, all right? Yeah, I don't brush my hair. Bad things, sir. Bad things.
I brush my hair. God, I'm gonna have one of those Polish.
How do you brush your hair when it's braided like that?
That's a complicated process. we don't have to go into right now.
I thought you grew it that way so you didn't have to brush it.
Well, yeah,
No, that was
but
me.
also, they'll take care of it.
You still at least buzz the sides of your head.
True.
Things still require care, retwisting, and things like that. Might not be a simple brush, but the point still stands.
The lights in this hall are dark. You have the lovely ambient lighting along the bottom of the floor that suggests that this section is in some kind of low power. Or maybe, like the lock had suggested, a lockdown. As you move further down, you find that it seems to be that second one is the case.
Whole facility.
Already
Yeah, well, they were putting out a distress signal. It kind of adds up.
Question stands though. The whole place is already in lockdown. What was so bad they welded the door shut anyway?
Well, maybe they bought themselves some extra time to get the signal out and set the lockdown in place.
From what would be the case?
It's real chilly.
Desperate
Yeah.
father. And the fact that they welded everything in shut from the inside.
Santa Claus.
I'm gonna hope it's any of those three options and not something worse. And if any of you are right, then you know what? This is a win.
We find Santa Claus. I'm asking for a tree.
This door here. Mark.
As you walk down the hall, the door to your right, upwards on the map, is labeled Transit Hub. That one is in complete lockdown. The panel next to it is flashed in red, saying as much. The one to your left is labeled Security Checkpoint, also in lockdown. That one, there's a dark smear along the wall and the door itself in the corner. Further down, this door is partially open, partially ajar.
Fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna fall in the store. I'm gonna ask. Dark smear on the wall. There's a blood.
Are you asking me?
No, I'm just gonna ask the etheric essence of the unit. Yes, Meg, is it blood?
I'll pull out a blood pack.
I mean, I'll answer to the etheric essence of the universe, but
I mean, you are both ethereal and essential to my life.
So
That's it. Blood?
yeah, I'm a medical person. Does that look like very old blood?
does look like very dried blood.
Fuck.
So I'm saying, you know, in a reminder that my ideas usually get shot down within 3 seconds of them coming out of my mouth, but maybe we should start with that door, given that these two are quite well shut down.
Mm-hmm. This sounds weird to say, but I'm with you on this one.
Oh, that feels nice.
Tastes weird in my mouth.
Oh, well.
He's not getting any hunger. And I will start moving forward.
Alright.
Yeah. Tomo would just let you two follow, and gonna take a moment and just, before you walk down the hall, I'm gonna look at this blood smear before I carry on now. Can I get any sense of what might have gone down just from the blood smear? Can I see a sense of, like, I'm looking at, like, maybe, like, from, like, seeing how the swipe is to maybe see, like, did someone fall here? Was this like someone was injured and rested here and then died here? Was someone injured directly in front of this building or this door? Like, I just want to see if I can how much can I learn from this blood smear here?
Ballistic state.
Was it splatter or spray?
Exactly.
How streaky is it?
Forensic ballistics.
I've seen lots of people die, some of them bloodily. I feel like maybe I should have an insight here.
Following along some of the spots that you're now noticing on other sections of the hall, it looks like almost somebody was dragging their hand, supporting themselves. And the reason there's so much of it here is that it seems that for perhaps a little while they stood on this corner before entering the room.
Yeah, that's concerning. That means whatever hurt them isn't in the room. It's probably further in, if it's still here. Oh, cool. Well, is that something that's worth saying anything for? Maybe. At least it's like slowly move forward and just... Someone got hurt here. And they carried themselves away for a while. Can't say how far they made it, but I think we'll get answers whenever we can open these doors.
Well, I'm gonna work on getting that door open.
Which door?
The one that's slightly ajar.
Okay.
Though it's actually a door.
It is actually a door. It's like, you can tell from all the doors here, the way that they're designed is that they slide out of a pocket, essentially, and connect with the other side and latch. This one didn't quite make it to that and is partially open. There's enough space that a person could fit through, narrowly, very narrowly, or you could try to brute force it open some more.
I mean, I'm a pretty lanky guy. I could try and slip through here, but I don't know what that puts us on getting the rest of y'all through.
Could we use the combination of me trying to like pry it open some and Gavin being kind of lanky and just, one to it? I pry it open. We God of War loading screen it. I'll hold it open and he'll slide through to provide the loading screen animation while the game loads the next area.
Wild. You can probably slip another person or two in there if you're holding.
Yeah, probably. Faye's pretty small, right? We can probably get her and get her and Lil Bro through.
And Tao's not that big.
You know what?
Tall,
everybody in. Besides me. I'll sit my big ass up here.
You're the perspective in this case, and it's a loading screen.
Exactly. I'm the Kratos here. Boy.
So, Faye with gun up, light on, slips through first to kind of get it into the room and clear it before motioning the other two inside if they would like to follow.
Tao does follow.
I'm also in there.
Make it quick. I ain't holding this forever.
Oh, but I was thinking of,
Pitching a little cabin, tent in here. You're not ticklish, are you?
I will close this on you.
I'd step over.
The inside of this room seems to be actually fairly wrecked, like someone tore through here in a hurry. Or many someones. The shelving is off kilter. It's a supply room. You can now see that based on some of the extra panels that are leaning against the wall, this is where all that extra scrap metal had been found. As well as probably some of the welding tools, and some of the other mechanical implements that would be used to generally help maintain hangar, the transit area, this hub.
Well, there's probably some useful shit in there, right, folks? Out of character, obviously.
Well, yeah. Is there anything still useful in here? I mean, like, there's some welding equipment.
Maybe like a saw or explosives, ammunition. We were talking about that earlier. That would be pretty cool.
I feel like ammunition would be in the security room, but at the very least, supplies to help fix the ship when we get back to it.
Hey, listen, you never know. Sometimes supplies means ammunition. You got to be supplied with ammo, right?
I mean, if you're using something that's not technically a weapon but could be used in a pinch, yeah, sure, I would imagine there being something in here that could be
Again,
considered ammo.
this is the Dead Space campaign.
Yes, I am fully aware.
I go and start like heavy stomping on things.
Stopping on every fucking thing.
I put down my little loot bot, and I'm not overly contrived mechanic at all.
Oh no. First the loading screens and now this.
But yeah, what's useful? What's on the menu here?
What's useful in here is there's a couple of extra battery or tanks for the welders. There are some cog parts usually used to fix some of the minor machinery that you would find in, say, terminals or for ships in the cockpit, any of those computers and things like that. You can probably find some older models of comms arrays. Overall, some relatively minor things, but it could be helpful if you can get them back to the ship and you're able to get an idea of what's wrong with it from the crew there.
All right. Well,
Seems like anything heavier is probably in the main cargo storage.
let's earmark this thing for now. But other question, is there a dead body in here? It looked like there was quite a bit of blood coming this direction, right?
Coming from this direction.
Oh, from this direction. Rude.
They probably
There
died
is-
somewhere else.
There is no body. But after shining the light around, searching through the room, trying to figure out what the heck is useful or anything in this room, Faye points out, I think there's a vent up there. It's not very big. I could probably fit through it. I think it might lead into the security checkpoint.
Is this an audible range? Can I hear her saying that?
If you're outside the door, yeah.
Then yeah, you just lean into the crack by yourself.
I'm not crazy about the idea,
But you can get the door
but
open. Maybe even remove lockdown.
If that's the case, how about I go, given the fact that, one, I think I might be a bit better at tech situations, and two, I'm the one for insurance policy.
Never doubt the power of intergalactic insurance agencies.
No,
Tom
I mean
Lloyd
my
says-
backups back on the ship.
Tom just says, it's the captain's orders, but I'm agreeing with whatever plan you all feel like.
I mean, I'm happy to boost anyone who needs to be boosted up there. But Captain, he makes a good point.
why don't you stay on this end and, well, if I can't get this checkpoint to work, we might be able to work together and you can lift it from your side, because there are still access points on the other side, right?
Yeah, I think so. All right.
Okay. Well, then, Give me a boost.
All right.
Just don't get yourself killed, please.
Well, I'll try, but she might be pretty heavy. And I'll help boost the captain up.
Before going there, she'll shout loud enough. Nothing's managed to kill me yet. I doubt anything inside this vent will.
Immediate, feet shaking, blood splattering. No.
Tomoe just looks around at the vent as she climbs in and just softly enough behind her, just stupid woman.
I'm going to. So Teo's working on the door. I'd actually like to get some of the scrap metal and pieces that we have here and help prop the door open, so my brother doesn't have to do a constant, deadlift, or not deadlift, but a bench press.
It's great for the quads.
Yeah. So, like a sisyphusion, whatever, like a full body push would be. I don't think anyone's mentioned that yet, so I'm calling it a sisyphusion push.
Is this a what now?
But yeah, just taking some scraps and jamming it in so people can duck under it and move around with more room if that's possible.
That works for me.
Okay. So, Faye crawls through the vent and makes her way into the checkpoint. You're working on propping the door open, and Teo, I believe you are making your way back out into the hallway. See about those access panels.
Yep.
And as we settle into this, I believe it's a good point for us to take a few minutes, grab a break, refresh our drinks. What do y'all think?
I mean, we did just mention a loading screen, so yeah, I'm down for it.
Leave ourselves in tension here. Yeah, all right.
Oh, it's a Sonic 06 loading screen. Got it. That makes sense.
Sonic Hero. Anyway,
Don't you bring back my childhood like that.
We'll be back in a few minutes, guys.
Mwah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. To give a little bit of a recap, our crew has managed to make it past several barricades to get into the first sector of the mining colony. Now what stands in their way is a complete lockdown of the sector. After making their way into a ransacked mechanical storage, they found a vent which their dutiful captain has now crawled through to get into the locked up security check. And over the crackle of comms, face sus because she vented. Over the crackle of comms, there's a bit of a sputter and a cough. And she says, well, you're right about the guy being in here.
How bad's it look?
I would say we put him on ice, but that would mean going back outside. Let's see. Sorry, Dennis, I'm just gonna move your arm here.
Yeah.
He's been dead for at least a few days. Rigor mortis has set in. Big gash in his stomach. Guess that's where all the blood came from.
Any sense of what made the gash, or that's still a guess right now?
It looks jagged, like maybe somebody swiped at them with a saw or a knife. It's just the one slash, so I don't think it's any kind of animal.
Weapon?
It has a welding torch, empty. Looks like he tried to get part of the way over the door from in here. I guess he thought he could lock himself in and be okay.
Wait it out. Look for a weapon, maybe? Smart.
Smart. Didn't do him any good.
Afraid you say that. Well,
Any chance of getting the lockdown open?
I'm checking the terminal out now.
last question on our corpse firm before you get too far from him now. How long's he been dead, you think?
At least a few days. The air in here stinks.
Long enough for a body to get stinky, but not long enough for it to be decomposed.
Skin's starting to turn and sink in, but no, not full rotting skeleton yet.
In an atmosphere? Yeah. Something's not right about this.
Anyway, terminal, here we go. Yeah, it looks like he started some kind of lockdown process here. Probably part of trying to isolate himself. Let's see what we can do.
Anybody?
All right. Is there anything else we feel like is out of character, I suppose? Anything else we should be doing while the captain's working on that security door? Or do we just sit around like that?
We could all sit around and tell ghost stories. Or think about what the hell could have caused a gash through a man's gullet. Or rather the guts. I mean, something new. I've got the door pried open by now. Like, I've got it like pinned with scrap metal and stuff by now, right? All right, cool.
Yep.
Just want to make sure if something triggers, I can be on the other side.
You'll have to duck underneath some of those pieces, but yeah, you can get through.
Yeah. I'll do my crouch animation. I mean, got a security checkpoint, mechanical here, and transit up north, so, I mean, wherever he was, he's probably the last one standing.
We want to get to the cargo hub of this building. If anything important is going to be there. And I'm sure, assuming whatever happened here involved people attacking, they came to get something. And it was probably there.
Sounds like some good instincts.
I try to have those when I can.
Plus, if there's anyone still alive, we might be able to, get to them, seeing as he might have sealed them in for their own safety.
Right. Safety. Yeah.
How's that terminal coming, Captain?
Slow. There's a weird amount of safe locks on it, but I think I can get it here. Ah, there we go. And with a flash of red and the grinding of metal. You hear the lockdown start to lift as the door behind you slides open. The checkpoint one attempts to, but because of the welding, it gets stuck.
Right. Damn. We didn't finally get torches, did we?
No, they got torches in the mechanical.
Well.
Oh, sorry, we got extra tanks, and he's got a torch on him.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. Well, gotta get the door open before we get the captain back out. Unless she's planning on sitting in there for a while with our decomposing friend.
I would very much rather not. As nice of a guy as Dennis is. Hold on. And
Captain? Captain?
What was that? Why do I hear alarms?
Oh.
lockdown initiated.
Captain?
Shit, I'm trying. The door's open, right?
For now.
Just go.
What about you,
Go
Cap?
ahead. I'll figure it out.
You get back through the vent, the door's stuck open over there, so...
Not for long, I imagine. Damn it. Into the hub. Stupid, reckless woman.
A reckless woman who just made it so you could get to the next part of the hub.
We will argue about this more when you're alive and safe on the ship again.
If I didn't know better,
And-
I'd say you're concerned.
The alarms continue to blare. The door slams shut. And there's that familiar red glow with the words lockdown. You all make it through?
Yeah, we're in.
Okay. Look, I'm gonna figure this out and reconvene. In the meantime, while I'm out of contact, get me a sit rep. Check out cargo, find out where our hosts are. Let's get a lay of this base and everything around it. Do me a favor, make sure the area is secure. Now it's my turn to say, don't die.
Aye, aye. You heard the man, you two. Guns up and don't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna take a peek in and do an initial sweep around the sides. His movements
take
are
a-
far less militaristic and like just more so like a plumber looking at the piping and like, oh, this is messed up, rather than checking corners.
I'll be much more corner checking, but also just like standard sweeping of like looking around in like any like small like dugouts for like again, Tomoe's used to helping people in like disaster situations, so like he's looking for like a small hideout where some people might be hiding away and didn't know that rescue wasn't coming for forever, or like so anything that like might be like a panel missing or a small little dugout or anything that looks like evidence of people having recently or currently lived in the place.
Now that you're in transit in that dim glow, you're finding that in here is more of the same. It's trashed, sabotaged. The terminals here along the sides that you would anticipate leading to activating and controlling the monorails between the hangar bay and further into the station are torn up. And parts of the monorail and that transport with some scrap metal and spaces between have been welded over. Now you're finding why there really aren't that many canisters and equipment around.
Well, they were thorough.
For someone who's bleeding out from a gut wound, he sure had a lot of spare time.
I think
Or-
the gut wound happened late in the process.
I'm also assuming our friend in the security office is the only, or wasn't the only person here when all this went down. Question is, what happened to everybody else?
Yeah, there's a distinct lack of corpse.
Which is somehow worse than if there wasn't.
Well, let's get looking.
I hate when you say things like that.
Let's begin searching.
No, it's not about the... Never mind.
Oh, come on. I'll find something you spark too.
Teo, anything in here usable or all scrap?
You said that the terminals were all junked already?
Trash. Make me a tech roll.
Alright, one tech roll.
This is why I'm chief mate. I knew it was gonna be a tech roll, and I know you're the tech. So I was like, kabam. It's like I'm up here with it.
Alright. So yeah, that's gonna be a grand total of 21.
See? When I give the orders, suddenly things work.
So,
You are fairly confident that since the pieces are still seemingly all here, if you had enough time, and if you were able to get that barricade down, you could get that monorail up functioning.
so I got some good news and I got some bad news.
Let's start bad. You know, we're already in the muck.
Alright, whatever the good news is, it's gonna take a lot of time.
All right. Good news then.
I can get things to work here, and if we can get that barricade out of the way, we can get the tram running.
Time all you need?
Time's all I need.
You want to stay here and work then?
You guys gonna be heading on ahead to keep searching?
Place like this probably has a cargo hold, crew quarters, some kind of rest stop for truckers, and stay and rest for a while before they head back on into the star lanes. Only a few more rooms to check. Shouldn't be too much.
Try to stay in comms range then.
Best of luck to it. Come then, little brother. Let's not get ourselves killed, yeah?
Oh, sure. We might as well have some fun while we're doing it.
That you can find anything fun here is incredible.
I have talents that many would consider unnatural. So what's the deal with this door? Can this one just open or?
Yeah, that one is accessible.
Alright. I activate this door to make it commence its opening functions.
With a grind, it slides open.
No, my head just went there, but moving on.
I'm with the bro. I'm with the broskies.
And you get the sense that this place hasn't seen a lot of activity in a long time. If it weren't for some of the blood smatters, mirrors that you're seeing along the wall and drops along the floor, all it is a lot of dust and stale air.
So, I'm gonna ask the same question as when I saw a previous blood spatter because of Tomoe's thoughts. This look like a fight happened?
Here, no. So it looks like there were some drag marks. And again, somebody propping themselves up along the wall. Following the
Drag-
pathway, you can kind of get the idea that they were moving along the wall. And it could just be your friend Dennis.
Drag marks. as in from his own wounds, or as in he was dragging someone else?
And there was somebody else.
Ah, I like it when I pick up clues. Huh. Okay, back in the kitchen. Another mark on the wall. Likely our friend Dennis over in the security room. And he's gonna angle his flashlight down at the like drag marks on the floor. And he had a friend.
Well, had being the operative word.
Think we'll find him in here?
I mean, we didn't drop him.
All right. Another door then. I got left.
I'll take the right then.
And we'll, assuming nothing breaks and or nothing is welded, can we go on through here, mother of game?
It's another partially open door.
Damn it. The old one to it again?
Well, how can I say no when you put it in such eloquent ways as one too?
Just don't get lost in there.
Slid it on under there. I'll just quickly hop on through.
Squiddly hop?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Hop,
I'm a little bit
skip and a jump.
big for squiddly hopping, but I'll fumble my way in. Oh boy.
You got chrome for it.
Yeah.
Alright.
What do we got?
Did you find yourselves in, according to the labeling on the door, is kind of what you guessed. It's a habitational ward. A place where truckers, people who are coming and going to recoup before setting back out again.
It's like I made the map or something.
Bloodstains and such in here?
There's a large splatter and drag marks. And the same drag marks kind of from that hallway, following along the line to the side wall, where there's a broken open ventilation shaft.
Oh, see, someone else went through the shaft as well. Look at that.
Great minds, I suppose. Or stupid ones.
Thankfully, I have both.
Can't argue with that.
I don't immediately walk up, but I do flash a light into the vent.
Your head crabbed immediately, just.
Nothing.
No Jim Henson looking creature coming out of there.
Jim Henson specifically. Fucking hell.
No Fraggle Rock fuck ups. Alright. Don't get grabbed by the ghoulies, that's nice. I guess I'm gonna try and make a look around here for anything useful, any notes or personal effects that might have been left behind. Given, this is a place where people could have been staying.
So, as you're moving around, you find some more bloody footsteps within the rooms themselves. If you're investigating the bed cabins, then there isn't much of anything. Some discarded notebooks. Looks like maybe a ward had left their cargo log laying on one of the desks. Forgot to take it with them.
Any details jump out about what they were bringing, or is it all just diamonds?
Pretty much, they brought supplies in They brought some of the much needed equipment in exchange, yes, for gems that were taken off. The notable thing is that it was dated several years ago, towards the end of the actual gem war.
Don't think anyone's been through here in quite some time. I mean, we knew that before, but
What's some time?
gem war times. You know, the good old
Yeesh.
days.
That's the term.
Oh, sorry, just the days.
Let's go with that.
Works for me. Well, I'm not coming up with much of anything here.
All right.
Anything
Well-
in the showers.
If there ain't much worth it here, then we can assume that either our friend Dennis didn't make it here, or there's nothing here worth taking. Either case, we're better off doubling back.
There's another set of drag marks.
Oh, that's
Mostly, seems like dragging footsteps, although there are handprints along the walls. They do lead into the showers.
You all see a dead body?
I don't know, are you gonna move your token?
Maybe.
Boop.
Poop.
All right, I'm going in. Show me the corpse.
The first thing, walking in, is that this now, what was originally streaking against the wall, starts to turn into something more coherent. There's writing. Very shaky, very messy. Writing on the wall, reading. We have discovered hell. And this is our penance.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, fuck.
The dragging marks continue. Further down, where you do find a body laying in the showers. Looks like much like what was described with Dennis. Rather than a slash, there's a deep puncture wound in his chest.
Puncture as in from a blade, or puncture from a firearm?
Or from a
Very-
pure stop object.
Yeah. Sharp object, so.
Piercing object.
Ah.
Very large one. Almost as if somebody threw their hand through this person's chest.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh no. It's Sub-Zero.
No.
No.
Wait.
I
Sorry.
You know, I was gonna probably do the same thing, and she was like, "Let's check the wound." And
Yeah, mostly checking the wound, and also like checking the body for like signs of a struggle. Because if a fight happened, they would have more than just the puncture wound. So I'm looking for bruises, cuts, scrapes, anything that shows that there was a struggle, or is there literally just like this person was okay, and then this puncture wound?
Several scratches and markings on the arms, face, blood covering their hands. Discarded nearby is a knife.
Damn, am I
Very-
am I Sherlock Holmes? What the fuck? Man. Sorry, go ahead. My fault. You were narrating.
It's just a very large utility knife. It also has blood on it.
Well, think we found our other participant in our little scuffle.
I mean,
And I think we also have our murder weapon. Or possibly our double murder weapon.
well, I'd have to see the wound on our friend Dennis to confirm, but why'd they go at each other like that? What the hell does Dennis have that would cause this kind of puncture?
Tomoe is gonna look at the writing on the wall and very shakily turn his comm on. Teo, Cap, y'all all right?
So before I answer, do we even hear that over our comms? Are they still in comms range?
Your comms are working fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still working.
Cap?
What you got?
Faye's response takes a moment. Her response has a bit more of a crackle to it, indicating maybe she's starting to get out of the range of your comms.
Wonderful.
She says, as great as I can be, locked in a room alone with a dead body.
Yeah, about that. Found another one of those. Looks like this person here had a bit of a scuffle with our friend Dennis. You said that person, our boy had a slash wound. Looked like it came from a knife.
Could be with a long enough blade. Runs pretty deep.
Like a decently sized utility knife. Say maybe the same one that could, with enough force, puncture someone's chest.
I don't know about puncturing a chest, but probably could cut someone open.
Yeah, do me a favor then. Look for something you think might. Look around that corpse, see if you see anything that actually looks like it could go through a human chest. I'm working on a theory here. Any case, he's like just staring at the writing and just like, I don't even know how to call this, guys.
It's not
Whatever
good.
happened in here, it spooked these two, and it spooked them while they were dying. Or spooked them so bad they killed each other. I don't think I like either of those possibilities right now, though, so I'll still call them theories for now.
Oh, that's just great. Yeah.
Regardless, the longer we're here, we'll find out what happened. We just need to keep our heads.
Gav, anything on that wound? Figure out what caused it?
Game mother.
Yes.
Almost said it.
I'm not in punching range for either of you. I can't clock you. Like,
Do you think that would stop me? Or just
No.
encourage me?
it wouldn't.
Anyway, what would you say I need to do to? Am I able to get a good forensic diagnostics on this? Just eyeballing it, or I got my gloves on.
A similar case to kind of what Bourbon or Faye guessed with Dennis. This body's been here for a few days. It's starting to get discolored skin and organs now that since they're exposed are shrinking in. Rigor mortis by this point, of course, has set in. As far as coming to the injury itself, The only thing that you can really think of that would cause a injury that size going pretty much completely through him and out the back would be a harpoon.
Moby bitch.
I hate you. I hate you so much. I was trying so hard to stay in character there, you fuck.
I mean, no, best guess be some kind of big old spear. I mean, like a serious spear. They gotta put a lot of effort into cracking rib and, spine like this. It goes
Cap.
deep.
Cap, you got a harpoon gun anywhere around there?
And I wish I had one so that I could carry it personally, but looking around, no. I've got some ransacked cabinets here that I'll have to take a look and see if maybe there's some ammo. Maybe medkits, something useful.
And we're still looking for a murder weapon.
Sounds like
All
we
right.
might also have a third party on our hands.
That's also a possibility. But I'm trying to entertain only the least bad possibilities right now, so I'm going to stick with the possibility that these two just kill each other. And we're watching a very, very, very unfortunate, very personal blood feud play out in the aftermath. Maybe over a girl or something? I don't know. Let's just... That's the best outcome we can hope for at this point. Just let's hope for that. How's that transit hub coming? Anything working there, or...
I mean, it's coming along. I had a few more seconds I had to be resoldered, but other than that, by the time you finish searching up there, I should be done with all of this.
Just don't wire yourself on the wall.
I'm not your brother.
Hey,
Valid.
I resemble that remark.
Yes.
It was only one time.
And we spent 4 days cleaning you out of the engine room.
It was a good group building activity. I'm helping.
I found a hair in there last week. I don't want to think about where it came from.
Oh, that's a secret.
Oh, God. Yeah, we're leaving this room before I throw up in it.
Alright. Further on down the hallway then?
That would be the thing. Head to our next room, see what we got, and then... Also, I guess, so we checked this hallway already, saw drag marks and some more evidence of our boy Dennis, but anything else we're seeing on the way down here?
Starting with some more scribbling.
Oh, yay.
Some of it appears to be graffiti from actual paint can. Some of it is dried up blood. Things like, "We are the damned."
Oh.
Things like, "We will all return to the river soon."
Oh, no.
"They are coming for us all."
Oh, God, no. That last one I like the least.
"If you see one, hide or cut off its head."
I'll see, at least that one's instructional.
And informational. Unfortunately, in the absolute worst way.
You know, these still kind of remind me of some normal graffiti. Station was closed down. I imagine people could have just, some transients could have just, stopped in here. And blood is the worrying part.
And the blood has all the warnings about the things.
Things with harpoons and heads that need detaching.
And things that are capable of killing at least 2 people, if not more.
Oh, well. Alright. Next door?
Yeah, sure. I'll do it.
I mean, we might find a survivor in there. Maybe they can tell us what's going on.
Or worse.
Or worse.
Either case, I think Tomoe definitely noticeably has the gun drawn now at this point, and it's just like, yeah, okay. Let's go check one more room before I get to a conclusion that I don't really want to reach just yet. But I'm hoping maybe I get some counter evidence. Mother of game, please tell me good things about this room. Tell me this room is full of happiness and joy, and that only the best things are happening in this room specifically.
Would a very queer person wearing a flower crown lie to you?
It's happened once
So-
in my life before.
Yeah, I was at a festival and there was this really, really cute girl who was like, I promise you won't get this high. Just one tab, you'll be cool. Anyway, go back to your narration, please.
In this room is a lot more blood and a few more bodies. It's trashed. Tables, chairs knocked over. There are some knives scattered across the floor. Dried marks from pools of dried up, caked up blood. And a body notably stuck inside a air shaft. Along the walls, there's still more of that crazy writing. A lot of "We are damned. They are coming for us. This is our penance. We deserve this."
I'm starting to think none of these wounds were delivered to each other, and that's a concerning prospect.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, all of these wounds were delivered to each other, and that's somehow an even more concerning prospect. You know what? Why not make it worse? A unique combination of the two.
Though I don't get how one stuffs themselves halfway in an air vent.
Yeah, that's the one I'm worried about as well.
I'm starting to
You
get...
go say hi?
Oh, well, you know, it's only neighborly. I'm gonna make my way over. Try and...
I'll do the same. I'll maybe just get a glancing pass at OG over here. I'm sure he's not super important. I'm sure I'm more worried about guy stuffed in the air vent, but
Slash wounds bled out for the guy in the corner. In the vents. Are you pulling him out?
Yeah.
Out of this narrow shaft, you easily pull out the upper half of a torso.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Well, that's not great.
Real quick, and this might be hard to tell because obviously torso tears are not easy to tell. There's probably a noticeable difference between someone being, I don't know, say, ripped in half or cut in half versus like if, say, I don't know, someone was crawling through the vents and an airlock cut off and the ventilation shaft cut them in half. Is this more like the former or the latter?
Well, we would imagine one would have a bit more of an even crush.
Exactly. So does this look like a clean sever or a messy tear?
Messy tear.
Yeah, I was really afraid you were gonna say that.
Like,
Sorry, that's my character.
The way the body is actually wedged in the cement, it's like he tried to use his hands, his arms to prop himself to try to keep from being pulled into the vent. And while he succeeded in keeping part of himself, the rest wasn't so lucky.
Reminds me of something a wild animal will get at.
Tomoe just slowly taps his comms again. Teo, ma'am, stay away from the vents. We're not alone in here.
All right, so I would like to formally recall my statements against having guns and ammo. I would still like to reiterate that we do not have a budget for a large arsenal. So if you could find any additional weapons, it would be greatly appreciated.
Well, then, lucky for you, the one room we haven't checked yet is the cargo bay. We're going to find anything good, it'll probably be in there. However, given that this has slowly been a steady descent down into learning the worst possible things about the worst possible situation, I have the sinking feeling whatever we're going to find in there is somehow not going to make me very happy. In for a penny?
In for a pounding.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get out of here. I'm getting more sick by the second.
I figured blood wouldn't make you queasy.
It's not the blood. It's the memory.
It's not pretty, but if we were around, we might have been able to help a few of these people medically.
Yeah. Just after a while, start remembering what it looks like when someone dies in panic. Ain't a fun sight.
It's never fun watching someone die. That's why we're here, right?
Hopefully, no more of that happen.
All right, last room.
Keep your pistol up. Got a bad feeling here.
You and your bad feelings.
I mean, gestures vaguely at
Hey,
surroundings.
we don't know. Whatever the hell this thing was going on could have all died out by now. I mean, lack of food or whatever the hell they were doing. Interest.
Well, if it's not dead from lack of food, that somehow makes it all the more terrifying. Regardless, let's go find out what's in there.
Go slide the door open and go in.
I'm right behind you.
The inside of cargo is trashed. Crates have been torn open. Shelving units completely toppled over. More scrap metal. The extra equipment that had been used to weld everything shut and trap the people here. There's even much larger parts that you can tell scattered about. Things they didn't really find useful at this point because they didn't have one of their own. These are parts that could fit in a ship, help maintain them, repair them, set aside for the vessels that would come off and off world for trade.
Hey, good news. Found ourselves some parts.
Yeah, let's get the lady off the ground in no time if we can get them back to the ship. All we have to do is find us some kind of cargo gurney, a galley. Honestly, if you didn't get this back on the shuttle.
Let's get that monorail going. I know that would help a lot.
Certainly a good idea. Still, let's keep checking these crates though. Maybe we'll find some small goods around. If we get lucky, I might find some ammo. Tail shut the hell up afterwards.
I mean, he's right. It apparently is quite expensive.
I don't disagree.
What we've seen, I wouldn't mind a little heavier ammunition.
I, again, don't disagree.
All right.
Here there
Alright.
isn't much in the way of ammo itself. You do find rations, food pouches, water. There are some emergency medical supplies. After that, some of it's just been too far damaged and tossed around. But there is definitely a transport cart here. You know behind you that there was the rail that led out into the hangar bay, though welded shut.
Well,
You could take the long way around.
Well, if we don't long way around, we could also get Teo over here. Once he's done getting the hub back online, his torch in a little bit of time, we can get these welds offline and maybe get this monorail functioning. Move the stuff into the hangar bay, get those doors open, stuff on the shuttle, get back to the ship.
And then we're out of here or continuing to look for survivors.
Yeah, supposedly that's true. I was gonna say no, then I remember I'm playing a character who's actually would care about doing that. So fuck, damn it, conviction. Fuck.
I'm just saying, bro. There's a chance someone's still alive down there. I mean, again, who else could have sent out the distress signal?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to leave them out there. I gotta keep you safe, you know?
Oh, I'll be fine. I gotta keep everyone else safe. That's my job.
Well, let's ensure you do that while getting back in one piece.
Maybe lose like one limb just so I can get a cooler mechanical one. No.
You have the strangest life goals.
Oh, it's a strange, dying world. Gotta make the most of it. Anyway,
In that you have my agreement.
let's load
Any
this thing
case.
up. Take a joyride.
Yeah.
Think you can pop a wheelie in this thing?
Those scrawny arms? Not possible.
Pop a wheelie all over it.
And yeah, Tomo will just start hefting crates of stuff and loading them onto the cargo carrier, and he'll inform Tomoe, as previously mentioned, that like once he's done with stuff, he could probably come up here and use that welder on these damaged welded shut places. We can get those open, and we can, move much more efficiently around this place.
All right.
Let's start making our way back to transit.
That's probably best.
Speaking of transit, how's my progress?
Roll the 2d6.
Excuse me, Max. All right, we got a 4 and a 1.
So, it takes you about an hour, long enough for the brothers to search through the other rooms within this sector to get that terminal functional. You said it was a 5?
A 4 and a 1, so yeah, 5 total.
4. Okay. What corridor or welding project do you want to prioritize?
I'm gonna prioritize getting the cargo to Hangar Bay route open first. So we can.
This one on the far right?
Yeah.
So, 4 hours drone by as you weld through this heavy material. But you're able to slowly make an opening that you easily glide that trolley full of supplies through into the hangar. Now the only thing keeping you from getting into the shuttle is that sealed off door.
All right. Well, that's progress. I suppose we have a couple options then. We could try to blow the door with some explosives if we can get back to the shuttle and get them. We could try to find a bypass from the inside in the security room if we can get that lockdown broken. Or we can get back to the shuttle and smash it open by just running the shuttle into it hard enough. Thoughts? Criticisms? Ideas?
For some strange feeling, I get the distinct impression of ramming a vehicle into a solidly fortified, but still fortified cargo door. Sounds like a very bad idea.
Not saying you're wrong, just saying it's an idea.
I'm thinking I missed the last color you had your hair dyed as. But otherwise, I'm on board. Whatever we really need. Could just blow open the main doors, too.
Yeah, that might be for the best.
Also, might want to get Captain out of the security room
Agreed.
at some point.
Emily, your world is still functioning?
Yeah. I still got a bit of fuel left. I should be able to pop open the security door. One way.
Let's go work on that for now. We'll start working on getting this stuff into the main hangar bay for now. We'll regroup in there as one and blow the door open.
All right. Coming to get you out of there, Cap.
Also, there's extra fuel tanks in the mechanical.
And remember, watch vent.
Tal nods as he makes his way over. Excuse me, nods. I need my mouse again. Thank you.
Something among
Great, because I am not making any progress with this lockdown. Every time I think I've got it, it starts to initiate lifting it, it immediately shuts down again. It's like I'm fighting with somebody else to keep control.
Given what we're seeing in here, that's horrifying.
Sounds like they might have a AI in the system that's trying to keep everything shut for some reason.
Or it's murdering the crew or driving them insane.
Once again, we don't have a need to do that.
Or there's someone.
Tell me that when we're not constantly watching blood splatters on the wall
what the
and drawings about.
fucking dancing stars is that?
Gav, are you inside the transit center?
I was. Now I don't want to be.
From the monorail, you hear somebody pounding on that metal. And you hear a woman shouting, "Somebody, please, please. I know someone's there. They have to be here. It's chasing me. I need you. Somebody get this shit out of the way."
Shit. I got a survivor. They're on the other side of the welding. Quick.
Coming now.
Making my way.
And yeah, I'm moving over and just... We're here, all right? Just move away from the door. We're going to try and break it down.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Tomoe
Hurry, please.
smash it. Shoulder. Just immediately, just like literally from full sprint, sees like Gav point at the door and just full sprint shoulders into it. I'll roll a body check if I have to. I don't care. I'm happy to do it.
Roll a body check.
All right, come on. Come on, baby. Yeah. Okay, I got good body. I rolled an 18 on the die, and my body number is high, +2. That's for a 19 total. Sorry, that's 20 total. I can't do math.
You collide with this metal plating and put a sizable dent in it. There's a spot in the welding between a couple of different plates that pushes open slightly. Your EVA suit, as heavy as it is, that shoulder is dented in, retaining some of the damage of that heavy collision.
Well,
You can
go ahead.
you can see the legs and the body of somebody as they crouch down and try to, let me do that so that stream can see as well.
All right.
It's not quite big enough that she can make her way through, although she does desperately try. She can get her head, her arm.
Can we all...
I can't fit.
Can we all grab the steam and try, like, pulling it apart?
Yeah,
Can I also
you
grab,
two
like,
pull it apart. I'll try to pull it through.
And I'll just pull up. I'll pull up. Yeah, like I'll pull up to like get the part up, and then yeah. Teamwork. Let's do it.
Don't worry, darling.
Let's go, team.
We got you.
Let's go.
Little cave-in logic.
Yeah.
Just keep crawling.
Bodies, please.
Oh, body yada. I said I wouldn't do it again. I did it again.
I knew it was gonna happen.
But clearly, the spirit of Megan channeled into me because I just crit.
I'm going to use a void point and give myself advantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Oh
the same.
no! Oh no! You fucking baby-armed bastards!
I have a +1 body. I'm just hesitant because I rolled a 10, but don't worry, I rolled a 12 now.
I have
that's
+2
better.
body, so I have body yaddy.
So, I'm the polar opposite. I have a -2 body.
So you just have.
Yeah. So, that second roll managed to get a 15 on the die, so that's a grand total for 13.
I also have a 13, but from a different way.
I also have a 13, but in a different way.
You guys pry this section of metal open, and she worms her way through and scrambles off to the side and back against the wall, sinks down in complete hysterics and crying, sobbing, and off in the distance down this monorail you can hear something moving, like it was giving chase.
I got a pistol up at it.
Shit.
Lets out a shriek. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we will be ending session.
Yeah, cliffhanger. That's fine. Do that, you fuck. Of course. Fucking hell.
You're doing a month?
Yeah, it's only 4 weeks until we find out whether or not we all die. Cool, love that.
4 weeks, and you might have your captain back.
That's also true. She can watch us all die. It'll be great. It'll be wonderful.
Yeah, because we didn't finish cutting her out of the room.
Yeah, well, oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Well, we'll get there in a month.
In a month.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, I'm sure there's lots of projects going on, so why don't we go back around in that clockwise overlay order and let everybody know what's coming up for us.
All right, so that starts off with me. Well, surprisingly enough, I thought I might have been done for this month until the end. But nope, apparently I have another thing happening on the 11th, I believe it was established, over with All Seeing Eye and Singularity. We're having another session of our lovely City of Mist game over there. And then I have a couple of things in work. They're still a bit half-baked, but they should be ready to announce come the first of the year. So keeping track of on my Twitter where I announced that. That's Shockpoint622. And other than that, that really wraps it up for me at the particular moment. So I'm going to pass it on over to Foxy.
Hey, that's me. Hello, folks. It's Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy, also known as your favorite Fox Philly's finest. I can be found on Twitter sphere at Young Foxy. That's YUNGFOXXII. No more underscore. It's gone now because I fixed that. Any case, you'll be able to find me at all kinds of places. In particular, if you're currently in the city of Philadelphia for the old PAX U, find me. Come say hi. I live there, it turns out. So, we'll do some stuff. The next place you'll see me on the internet, though, which is pretty cool, turns out will actually be in just about 2 days. We here at Neon Lights just crossed the 300 follower goal on Twitch, as well as 400 followers on Twitch or on Twitter. So we're gonna do an awesome giveaway, courtesy of our good friend Souls Rolls and a whole bunch of other partners. I'm actually gonna list out those followers, those partners for that thing right now. If you give me like 30 seconds to pull the tweet up again, because I forgot. I'm real bad at this. This is my job right here. Here we go. So, in partnership with the following awesome people, the Shady Sale, who offers dice cases and things like that. Neuron Games, who offers a copper bestseller game. Alakazam's 100 game bundle. Souls Rolls game catalog. Tales of Adventures list of enchanted dice towers, and a list of other things are going to all be given away. We have a bunch of things that are going to be given away, including 10% off of a dice bag, a dice tower, a bunch of games given away, and we're gonna give those things away live on stream this Saturday, where in particular myself and Neon Lights veteran Sir Heckalot are going to play a 2-player game written by yours truly called Yours at the End. It's a 2-player game where 2 people play a pair of lovers who have been separated by fate, one becoming a chosen hero, the other a dark champion, set to meet and fight with only one made to survive. It's going to be a real fun, nice roleplay heavy game. You're going to get to see me and Heck make each other cry for a couple hours and maybe win some cool stuff. So this Saturday, that's 2 days from now, 5:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on Neon Lights Roleplay is where you'll see me next. And besides that, I'll be here for Stardust Ghosts, With the Will, other cool stuff, and you'll see me around the internet. It's been awesome. I love this game, love this cast, and y'all are incredible. Getting out of here. Take it away, Turk.
All right, yeah. As they said, I'm Turk or Turk Ascension on Twitch, Twitter, and any place you don't want to be on Twitter. Mostly, I'm working on it. There are territories that must be expanded. So, if you like me and the words I say, and you want to see more of that, then weird. But secondly, you can catch me this Monday over on Lost Caravan. We're going to play Fabula Ultima, which is kind of like a Final Fantasy style setting. Should be pretty cool. Never played the system before, and I doubt a lot of people have either. It should be pretty fun. Definitely check out Saturday. The giveaway and the gameplay should be fantastic. So yeah, definitely worth even just a quick pop in, just say hi. Frozen Rain will be here December 6th. It is our Lancer game that I run. It's Leaving Above a Stolen Crown with a few of my own home spins on it. We're about to learn some lore, so if you like lore, that's good. But I promise there will also probably be shooting and combat, because it is Lancer after all. You have to have certain things.
And maybe some kissing, because it's Neon Lights, so
Maybe some kissing, if we're lucky. On the 8th, I'll be back at Lost Caravan playing some Delta Green, which should be really fun. I've never got to be an agent before, so that'll be a first for me. Then Lancer on the 11th with Necromancers. It's going to be our one Necromancers of the month, and we're going to Carrick and Trade Baronies, so masquerade balls and deathly plots and arena-style games should be quite fun. And with a bunch more stuff, Monster Care Squad, Through the Breach, Icon, just like all these really cool games leading up to a big holiday break. And January, we're bringing some cool stuff back. So Be on the lookout for lots of cool project updates. And I'll see y'all shortly. Just remember, it's not only Santa that's watching you, making sure you're doing good things. It's me too. Be good people.
And Nox.
Do good
Don't
things.
forget Nox.
Nox is also watching. We have quite a squad. It's like a.
I'm not watching. I'm busy doing naughty things. Sorry.
It's a justice society. We all watch Foxy.
I mean, if you want, if you pay me a bit first. Jeez.
We're like the Justice Society. Anyway, that's too much out of me. I'm gonna toss it up to our awesome game mommy Meg. And
I was gonna say it if you didn't. I'm glad you said it. I was gonna say it if you didn't.
Yeah, but for real, keep being a good person. I see your work out there. I appreciate it. Keep doing your best. Good night.
Hey, and with that, I am Magnesyria. You can find me as such on Twitch, on Twitter, on Itch. As far as what's coming up for me, you will be able to find me on the 6th with Frozen Rain, where last time I got blown up.
That did happen.
So.
To be fair, you were the bad guy.
What?
You were briefly the bad guy. That did also happen.
That's true. You know what? Karma's a thing. But, after that, I don't have a lot going on. Like what was mentioned, we've got on the 11th, the next episode of Breaking Neon will be coming up on Singularity. There's lots of cool content going on over on Lost Caravan, and of course here on Neon Lights Roleplay. And then we'll be back around here for the next episode of The Last Transmission on January 5th. In the meantime, keep an eye on my Twitter. I've got some projects that are in the work that I'm kind of hoping that sometime soon I'll be able to actually talk about and start promoting. So there's that to look forward to. And with that, I believe we've got everything out of the way. Let's see. Do we have a raid target set up, guys?
I'm on it. Looks like we're throwing our raid over the dear friends of the channel, Nat20 Roleplay, who are live and doing some D&D. Looks like. Oh, hey, Hex there. I know those people. Oh, hey, I know all these people. I know all these people.
All hail the Queen Day. So.
It's the Dragon one.
Queen,
I love it when
dragon
it's the Dragon one.
Make sure to remember, everybody. You go in there to chat and you type in, "We found hell." You know.
Why? Oh, yes, we did find hell. We
and
found hell.
We have discovered hell, and this is our penance. Anyway.
We are the damned.
All right. Well, thanks you guys for being great. Bye.
Bye, guys.
See you next time.